Hey G, guess what? Your big bird is back. Alright. Can't let that slow us down. Old birdie over there. Alright, so I made a bit of a plan, a bit of a sketch up of the van. Pretty much just have like 2,600, 2.6 meters to work in at the back. We want to open at the back. I'll tell you what we're doing above the wheel arch. And if you didn't know, we are using this tubing. We've got a tape measure. There's one over there. This is what we're making it out of. This tubing, and it has a little lip there. And we've been meaning to do this job for a long time. I think if you watched a few of my videos, you might have seen it. We have ply that's 16 mil thick. Doesn't need to be that thick, but we've got plenty of it, and we got it for free off a job. So that's gonna sit in there, and these are gonna be our shelves. So it's pretty much gonna, our ply is gonna sit on that, and it's gonna be flush. And we have these connector pieces, which I'll show you in a second. If you come over here, done a little plan of the back. It's not great, but you can see the van. We're looking at it sideways. Here's the wheel arch. So we're having like just bays like this, and I'll show you what we're gonna do, how we're gonna figure out the sizes, and I'll show you what we're basing that off. So as you can see, we've had everything out. We're meant to do this like a few weeks ago, just before Christmas, and we emptied everything out. We started trying to clean up in here, believe it or not, and it was just too much, and we had other stuff going on. So we never finished it, and then jobs kept rolling in like they do, and we just started loading the van back up. And I had IKEA racking in there, and that lasted like a year. But this time we're gonna do it properly. And so if we head in here, yeah, there's that tubing. So we've got our saw set up. We're gonna put the saw on this bench right here. And here's our tubing. We've got that in bulk. You can get that at like your Home Depot or your Bunnings, shorter lengths, but it's so much cheaper if you go to your local aluminium place and pick it up and then just chop it up. And in fact, once we made these racks, hopefully they're gonna be good enough, and I can advertise to do them for people, even though I'm no pro at all, but I think they'll come out good. And we're gonna get a fridge in there and everything, so it should be good. So that's where we're gonna be doing everything. And if you follow me in the back here, so we've kind of figured out we need to start it here, and everything is going to be 400. So 400 is going to come to here, and that way the drop saw can fit underneath it, paint cans can fit underneath it, this can fit underneath it, these can fit underneath it, pretty much anything can fit underneath it. And this wheel arch was the biggest issue. So we're just going to have this wide, exactly how this is positioned. It's 25 mil tubing, so that's going to go in the middle there, on the end here and here. So that's how we've worked it out. That's where we're going to start. We're going to head back this way, and down the end, whatever we're left with, we're going to have like a spot for the vacuum cleaner heads and brooms and whatever else. And then we're going to build it up probably like 400, 400, 400. But at the top, it's going to have this special area where we can slide that Tommy Tucker plank, that trestle. We can fold the legs up and slide it up so it sits up here, and we can just secure it. And also probably at the back of that, because it'll come out 500 deep, I think we're going to do, Eugene, right? So it's going to come out to here. At the back of that, we can have a bit of pipe, stormwater pipe, and we can put our angles and anything straight, our levels, and that sort of thing inside there. And then once everything's up here, we can still slide our sheets, because we can fit 3 meter sheets in the back of here, and we can fit like 3.6 meter skirting boards and baseboards from like sort of diagonal 3.6. So that's pretty good. Most rooms are like under that a lot. Some are, some aren't, doesn't matter. But that's what we're going to do, and we're just going to keep in mind, we're going to keep the heavy stuff on the bottom. That was my biggest mistake for these old IKEA ones, even though they're a lot weaker. I secured these up top for some reason. But we're going to make room for a nice fridge, so we're not buying expensive drinks from the petrol station and that sort of thing. So even little things like that, like we won't have to go to the shops for drinks in the summer. And it's going to be quicker. We're going to find all our tools a lot faster. We're going to save a lot of time. So hopefully we can get this done today, because Eugene's got to do some work tomorrow. And we're doing some mad filming down the Gold Coast tomorrow as well. So, but yeah, hopefully we can do this today. And this is the ply that's going in. And I know, yeah, it's much thicker than what it needs to, but that's going to work out well. It's going to sit in that little tray perfectly. We'll have to cut it pretty well spot on. So we'll set up guides. I really want one of those Makita plunge saws with the track. That'd be beautiful. Really love one of those. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. We're going to get started and we'll kind of tune in as we're doing it. But yeah, vacuum's got to sit underneath it. 400 is here. That'll slide in. These will all slide in. These are pretty strong. And we're just gonna have to figure out something to secure the front. That'll be easy. That'll be easy. Some kind of straps, something like that. I got new blades as well for this. I got some oil if we need it. Huge, or do you think it'll be all right to cut it dry? We'll see how we go. We'll test it out. All right, let's get started. So we'll just cut that end to. We know what we want here, right? So you want to just start here. A couple of 400 pieces. This length, docked here. This back length we can do. We'll cut this back length, the one that goes over there, yeah, first, and a 400 high length. Less the 25mm tubing. All right, so we've got everything set up right here. Just got to change the blade right now for aluminium, and this one is the general kind of purpose one. Some oil, which is recommended when you're cutting a lot of alley. Just helps prolong the life of the blade. Now Eugene seems to think we don't need it.
No, I use wax.
Wax? You got some wax, mate?
I got some soap.
You got soap, but we got oil. There's a little button on the back here, which you can use to tighten the blade up so you can loosen the nut. So here, and we've already pushed it in and activated it, like that. There we go. In a little while. Forget which way it was. Suppose we're gonna have to take this off as well. We probably need to take this off for tomorrow. Yeah. You don't want that to slip and give yourself a mischief. That's for sure. Alright, let's pop back out. That's in. Blade is done. Tighten everything up. I probably tightened a few things that didn't need to be loosened. Like this. That's that. Hopefully now we can get to work. We can get this thing back on board as well. We need that, eh?
Yeah,
that's super important.
No tools, no work, no money. Simple place.
So hey, so smells good. So Yuji is just rigged up. He's measured 500 back, so we don't have to keep measuring every one. Just so we can put it in and chop, and it's all the same. And then the 400 lengths we can just do by hand. Yep, spot on. Eugene has rigged up 500 here, and it's like that. Just tested it. And we're stacking them, doing 500 lots and 400 lots. We'll do a few up, and then we'll get the connectors, and then we'll go in and we'll start spacing out the bottom level. So let's cut a couple more. It's actually cutting really well. That Owen blade, it's going really well, better than what I expected. Okay, do another couple of 400s up. What do we got here? Remainder. 400s, yeah.
500.
You want to do 500 on it?
Works out less waste.
Does. It does. Okay, I think we need some more 400s though. Pretty good. All right, now that we've got a few made up, let's let me show you what we're gonna do. Let's get our box of tricks. Come on in. We've had these for a long time. Works something like this. That tubing's a little bit different. We got the little edge, and these are the. If you look these up, it's like really. I don't know off the top of my head. I'll put the price up here for a length. But this is so much cheaper. So much cheaper. Depending on how you buy it. So we've got bags. We've got bags of connectors like this, see? Okay, so we're gonna need one of these. So let's get this. We got these. We got corners. Okay, so we're gonna need one of those out. Get a couple out. We also have a few other variants. Big bag full of these. These ones are at the back of the wall, and they come out for the shelves. There'll be one here, one there. So they come out, they're like on the second and third levels. So that's what they're for. We've got some just Little triangle ones like that. And I've seen these ones. So let me get my mallet. Old faithful mallet, wherever you may lie. Mallet, right here. Can't see properly, can't hear properly. Ooh. All right, let's get some pieces up here, huh? Let's get some pieces. I'll meet you at the back door there. Okay, so it's 500 deep. So this one, and Eugene and I were just discussing, are we going to have a bottom run? And I think it's going to be stronger if we do. At least tack it into the floor as well, like with small screws, just for, I mean, we're going to be, after we've built it, we're going to be, you know, doing some engineering to put it everywhere else. But like, yeah, I just think it'd be more rigid if we had it. So it's 400 high, 500 deep, and this one is 400 across. All right, so these uprights are going to be that way, right? Is that correct?
Anyway, we're not going to buy the petition, the side petition, for now.
No, we're not. These are tight, mate. Real tight.
Maybe clear off the burr. If you've got a burr on there.
These are fucking tight, mate.
Yeah, they're not meant to be tight, but yeah, it's done once, done once.
Just got to really knock them in.
You want to get you a bit of stud.
That one goes there. Almost need to, yeah, I need something to put on that to knock. Let's just make sure nothing's in the rain. This happened last time.
It's pretty good.
Pretty much going to be going like that. Yeah, see, there's space to dig in there, pull it out. I imagine they're hard to get out if you make a mistake. Hey. Banging it together, guys. Next piece goes on. Is it having one back that way? Not on this level. Hey. Is it? You can have it for just support.
Yeah, you can have the vert there, or you can have it sort of a big open.
Oh yeah, no, I'll have a vert. But I'm thinking one back that way, no. No, and these ones need a longer one as well. This needs a custom, this is a custom job of 600. I think, let me measure it.
You want me to clear the rest of that out of there and like...
Yeah, alright, fuck the camera off. So we know what we're doing, we're getting there. Okay, so we just measured. This is pretty much how it's going to sit. This is another custom piece. This is 600. Our 500s are going back. So this is our 500. Back like that. Here we can either do another 600 or we can do another 400. What's everyone think? 600? If this was live, we could ask. Come on in, bro. Nat can get one of these as well. 2. 1, 2. That's right? It's tight. It's very tight. Okay, so we're using those 400 lengths for the uprights. It actually needs to be like 410 wide, so there's a little bit of give. It's too tight, but not to worry. Like Eugene said, it's always good to sort of plan it out a bit better before you go putting everything together and cutting everything. So it was right.